Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird and wonderful world. Don't know how well you're going to be able to see that with the sun glaring in our faces, but I'm sure I can't really see it as well. But yeah, when I was walking up, I have never noticed this here before, but I thought that was a real person. I thought that was a real person way back there, and I'm like, wow, they're able to stand still. I thought there was a group of people here that was somehow taking a picture of that, and he was just making sure he was posing well. But no, it's actually part of the sign and everything. I'm going to be making my way up Main Street here to like eventually getting up to the Lobster. I'm going to be stopping the film to get something before I head up to the Lobster, but I will film there too. I just want to show you all of this. There's cool little footprints all over the ground here. It's pretty cool, you know, with the handprints here. A couple of paint buckets, right? And there's a cool floaty paintbrush right there. So anybody wanting to pose with it, okay, they would put their hand like that, pretending that they're holding a paintbrush. I think that's pretty clever. It would look like, if you're holding it there, just look at that detail. It's pretty great, for all these just kind of blobs of shapes and that, but it's well put together. You get the gist of what it represents. So yeah, I'm going to be filming as I go along. I mean, pretty cool with the shadows here. And just try to get you a pretty good look at this, so you get all the little detail and everything. All right, follow me, and we're going to head on over. And again, my intention is not to film anybody, but just me and the sites. I don't want to invade other people's privacy. Although, if I'm on public property, remember, if I'm, it's in the Constitution of Canada. I have the right to film if I'm on public property. Whatever my eyes can see, I can film. So as long as I stay on the sidewalks and places where I'm supposed to be, yeah, nobody can say a word about me filming. You know, that's our constitutional right. I love it. And I'm going to be testing that probably sometime this summer. Like on a good day when I'm out in town, like in Moncton that is, I'm going to I come close to it a couple of times. I was going to film a couple of police interactions, but I was on my way somewhere, and I wanted to make sure I got there. But yeah, slow down a little bit. Yeah, I'm heading down Main Street. You know, just to give you a little bit of sights. It's pretty cool. I'm going to be walking by the mall. I remember coming here, like when I was a little kid. I'm pretty sure this is where I saw Star Wars for the first time. It had to be in there when there was a cinema in there, but there hasn't been a cinema in there in ages. You know, yeah, it's called Mall Centreville, which Center Mall. There's a human resource center in here. I guess a little clothing shop in that. I mean, I could walk through there, but I'm not going to. Look, there's me in the reflection there. That's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Tool shirt. If you can see that clearly there, yeah. I'm wearing a Tool shirt. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah. All right, cool. All right. I'm going to head on over across the street. Yeah, letting me by. I don't know. I like being in Shediac. This will be a little bit of a longer video, and maybe at the Lobster too, because there is a place I am going to stop in on my way to before I head to the Lobster and before I leave. I'm managing to leave by 6:30. It's a 6:11 p.m. right now. I had a wonderful time by the water, of course, you know, sitting on that bench where everything was quite quiet. Oh, there's old Betsy. There's my bicycle, safe and sound. Still looks exactly like I left it. So I don't worry about my bike at all when I'm up here. I just kind of like park it there, and then as soon as I get here, I park it there and I walk around. I don't bike around. You know, you need to take it in slowly. The sights. Yeah, you need to take the sights in a little slowly. So I'm heading up to one little place before I, like I said, before I go to the lobster. So I'll be letting you go, but I just want to show you. It's the one place I always like to eat at. Okay, when I haven't eaten anything here, I ate before I left. Like that was, you know, a couple of hours ago. I had bite here. I had a couple of electrolyte drinks. You know, they were cheap, so I got a couple of those. And so while I was there, but I'm starting to get a little hungry. So right here in this little thing there, you see, once I get a little closer to it, yeah, Jack's Pizza. Jack's Pizza. I'll get a little closer as I come up to it. I'll probably be letting you go before I go in, but that's where I'm going in to, yeah, to get either a slice of pizza or something, or maybe a dinner. I haven't decided yet, but that's where I'm eating before I leave. So yeah, Jack's Pizza and all that good stuff. So yeah, all right. So everybody, I'm gonna let you go now. I'm not gonna do all again. I'm not gonna do all my typical closing stuff. Just to be safe, take care. I'll see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Meet me on the next videos. I'm making a couple more videos today for sure. Peace, everybody. Bye.